Glad to have you with us from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one? It's the North Texas Mean Green and the UNLV Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Well, guys, Coach knows this is going to be a hostile environment. He has great confidence in the line of scrimmage and their ability to run the ball today. That's because he has got an experienced back. With a freshman quarterback, if he doesn't like what he sees, he can hand it off, and they will plan on having great success up front. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. The Rebels ready to kick it away first. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll go to the counter play. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical. The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Running inside, it's Thomas. Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to the ground with the running back. There's some room. Touchdown, UNLV. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, he races some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's White. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end.
Not the start the offense wanted. They punted on the opening drive, and now they're in a 4th down situation in their own end of the field. And what are you going to do if you're the coach now? I know you want to be aggressive and you want to stay on the field. You want to try to kickstart this offense, but this is a very dangerous place early in the game to gamble. I can't wait to see what his decision is.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The RPO, fire complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The run inside. It's Thomas. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
They'll pass on the 46-yard field goal attempt and go for it here. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. On the move, he fires. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this 1st half, they've done just that.
And right down the middle. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them, so a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Running inside, it's White. Turning it on. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Mean Green. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll try the toss to the left. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Six-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Glover. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Orji. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. They'll move the tight end. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The run inside. It's White. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. down, still going. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
They decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Running inside, it's Thomas. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They'll run play action. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. He'll start this drive firing. Escapes the pressure to his right. He'll try to do it himself. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. It's Milner. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. That's caught. It's Burnett. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Quick release on the RPO. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. There's a crease. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. After the flag, it's 1st and 5 for the offense. In the red area, it's Thomas. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play, you're trying to get it through the air, nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Vegas! Great job by the back on the option. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the outside. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The run inside. It's White. Could be an alley. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And it's the Tigers with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor.
UNLV will start this drive as the offense is out there and ready to cook. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
On target. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Running inside. It's Glover. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Burnett. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And, guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. The play-action fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
But when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, looking to pass. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Touchdown, Rebels! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. offense heads out onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Finds a man in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. We've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Yeah, and linebackers have to do a really good job of playing the run, but you can see sitting back in cover two, understanding I got to get in my zone, get my eyes on the QB, break on the football. Nice play by that linebacker, nice pick.
UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? The run inside. It's Glover. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
Maybe a little long for a field goal, definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on 4th down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain. And lost track of the play clock. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires left. Pulls it in. It's Reese. Oh, he's got some space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down, and he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on him, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down, as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
North Texas really has it going on offense. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for space. It's White. Sweet cut there.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
North Texas at the line with a new set of downs thanks to the running game. Off play action on first down. Now sliding to his left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the play fake. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green. He got it, feet down in bounds.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. He'll set up to throw. Under fire. He's got it for the 2-point conversion. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. UNLV will start this drive. The offense out there ready to go. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Lyons. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
One of the things I love about this guy is he's so hard on himself. Did a lot of good things last week, but he also threw 1 interception. He said that just ate away at him all week.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Thomas. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Right back to the well. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. He'll run it again. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here.
This guy's looking real sharp this week. Listen, QBs hate throwing picks. He only threw one last week, but that really ate him up all week long in practice. He wanted to come out here, put his best foot forward. He's done just that.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.